it. So sorry, probably should have started this video in another 10 minutes or so. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here, hopefully really quick. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because this is a video I've been trying to get out for a while now. So basically I wanted to talk about my 30-pound regain and post-op. I'm 3 years post-op VSG surgery. If you don't know what that means, it is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It's a type of bariatric surgery, type of weight loss surgery. So in the beginning, let me get that out first. My highest recorded weight was 275 pounds. The day of surgery, I think I was 240 pounds or 235 or somewhere around there. I can't remember. And after surgery, like, I want to say, I don't know when, I can't tell you when, the lowest weight that I ever got down to was 151 pounds. I really plateaued at 155, and I started doing like keto to get to 151. And so, okay, I'm getting off this. I'm on the express. I'm in the express lane, and I don't like it because I already speed, and I know the police tend to sit over here, so I'm finna get off. Anyways, so yeah, my lowest weight was 151, but I did that by doing keto. So I'm getting off of here. I'm getting off of this freeway. So next up was I gained 30 pounds. So at first I knew I had gained like about 10 pounds or so, because I had started eating poorly, but just kind of like testing the waters to kind of see like what I could get away with, like, and what I couldn't get away with or whatever. And I did fine. I did fine until I just ended up changing from working night shift to working day shift, and then from just too much, I got lazy with my eating. So at first the first 10 pounds came from, I was working at a busier hospital. I work for the same company, but we have two hospitals, and the first hospital that I was working at was very, very busy, and I never had time to really eat. So I was eating like the little protein packs. Grandpa's over here swerving. Grandpa, is you drunk? I have to get off of the freeway. Ever since I did a video, but I didn't release it, but there was a couple weeks ago, I was on the freeway driving at night, and there was a driver coming the wrong way, and ended up killing a woman. Was dead on arrival, like when the police got there, and the rest of the people in the truck that he hit were all hospitalized. And when I tell you, he flew past me at least going 100 miles per hour. Ever since then, I have really bad anxiety on the freeway, so just bear with me. I just, whew. Anyways, so I had lost my train of thought. I had bariatric surgery. Oh, my lowest weight was 151. I gained 30 pounds. So I went to the doctors because I was having issues with my elbow, and I found out I had elbow tendonitis. And so during that visit, you know, you get on the scale. I got on the scale, and it said that I was 180 pounds. And I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I knew I had been like 160. I had been like, I would fluctuate. Like, my weight usually fluctuates 3 to 5 pounds. So after I had got down to 151 pounds, I would be between that 153 or whatever, and then I would be back up to 155. Well, then, like I said, at the 155, I had gained 10 pounds, so I was like 165, and I was still kind of okay with my size and my body there. But this 180 pounds, 170, like my knees hurt so bad. my hips hurt so bad. I just cannot carry this weight. I feel uncomfortable in that sense. I also feel uncomfortable because I was doing really good with my workouts, like at 155 to 160. I was moving really well. I had good muscle tone and definition, and that's really what I want. Like, I want to have fit arms. I want to have nice legs. I would like to have abs, but I'm not going to have abs unless I get a tummy tuck. So that is neither here nor there. I can try it, but it's not going to work. I'm not focused on that. Mostly I just want to have the athletic look. Like, I want to look like, it was funny because before I had even really started running, I was out walking one day, and the traffic light was out. So there was an officer who was directing the traffic, and he was like, "Oh, you're out, a nice day for you to be out here running." And I just was like thinking, like, I don't run, but I had looked like I was a runner. Like, I work at a hospital in the emergency room, and if you're gonna get out of my way, then I don't have to get out of my own way. Then go ahead, thank you. All right. I work at the hospital in the emergency room, so there are a lot of people who come in, and that wasn't the first time. Like, people would tell me by the way that I stood and the way that I looked, they're like, "You're a runner, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No, actually, I'm not." So I had heard that compliment. Like, to me, it was a compliment, like, multiple times. But I looked like I was a runner, but I actually wasn't. I just was athletic, and more in shape than I am now. So that is really what I'm striving for. It's really not so much really the numbers, because if I can get the look and the feel and get my knees to cooperate with me and my hips to cooperate, I'm fine with that. But however, I would essentially like to get down to 150 pounds was my original goal weight. I had revised it to 145 pounds, and really I would strive for that if I could get a tummy tuck. I want them to be able to get as much as I can. I would like to get as flabby in my stomach area as possible. So I would try to get down to 145 pounds if I was ever able to get a tummy tuck. Financially, that's not even something that I can afford right now. It's not even on my list of things to do. So no, I'm not entertaining it at this point. I would love to do it if my insurance would cover it. Awesome. But me personally, out of pocketing it, and dealing with that, no, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I had gotten up to 180 pounds, and so I was like, how am I gonna get this weight off? Like, what am I gonna do to lose this weight? Like, I am taking another huge motivator other than the fact that my hips and my knees hurt. I am taking a really, really big trip, an expensive trip, and so I had to go get my passport and everything, and I am not taking this 30 pounds on my trip. I refuse to take this weight with me on my trip. So that's another reason why I'm like, I gotta get it off. I gotta be in my best shape when I get to this one place that I've wanted to go to for so long. I have to be at my on my A game. Like, I want to look good in everything that I put on my trip. I don't care if it's a romper, I don't care if it's shorts, I don't care if I try to be bold enough to put on a two-piece with my loose, flabby stomach. I don't care. Whatever it is, I want to look good in it, and I don't want to feel self-conscious. So this 30 pounds is coming off. Fast forward, actually. So I started trying to do keto. I've been working out. Working out is not my problem. Putting chips in Reese cups, in Snickers, and cakes, and sweets, really, but in chips is my problem. My number one problem. So what was I doing to gain the 30 pounds? Let me get into that real quick. So what I was doing was, when I say I was eating poorly and making bad choices, it really wasn't even like I was just going to McDonald's, going to Wendy's, going to Chipotle. I wasn't going initially, like in the beginning, I was just being reckless, because when I was saying that I had moved hospitals, the hospital that I used to work at was very, very busy. So I was busy all the time, ripping and running all the time. So not only was I getting like my steps in on my Fitbit, but I also didn't have time to eat. So I would eat like basically the Lunchables, the little protein packs. I was eating those, and that was all I had time to really eat. Like, I was so busy, I didn't have time. Once I switched to my other hospital that I work at now, it's a lot slower. We don't have as many patients, and especially when I was on night shift, I would be bored. So I was eating out of boredom, and I started packing like lunches, and just I would be sitting there eating the food, and then I would just go to the vending machine, get chips, go to the vending machine, get Reese cups, because I was bored. So I would keep snacking on foods that were high in calories. And so when I was saying that my workout is not a problem for me, I don't mind going to the gym 5 days a week. I don't care about going to the gym 5 days a week. I love it. I love the gym. I was going, believe it or not, throughout this 30 pounds, I've been going to the gym. But here's the thing that you have to factor. I was working out at Orange Theory Fitness. It's a full body workout from head to toe, and usually you burn at least 500 calories or more. A Reese cup is like 240 calories. The Sun Chips I was getting were like 210, 230 calories. That's over 400 calories right there. So if I'm working out and I'm only burning 500 calories, I'm barely burning off the chips in the Reese cup. Not to mention what other choices I might have made or could make. Whether some days, like I remember the one day my coworker had asked me if I had wanted anything, and I had told him I wanted a Sprite, thinking that most of the stuff that we have in the hospital, especially in the vending machines, is diet, like it's zero calories and zero sugar. And so I was like, yeah, bring me back a Sprite. Well, he brought me back a real Sprite because he was going to the gift shop, and I did not know that in the gift shop you can get real pop, but you know, like pop that's not diet. So he brought me back a actual Sprite, and there was like, I can't even remember, 240 something calories in this Sprite, and like 32 grams of sugar to go with the 30 something grams of sugar that was in the Reese cup. Like, it was just terrible. And so right there, you just tank yourself. Unless you're gonna go work out for 3 hours and really just exhaust your body, like, you're not outdoing. And I just watched, it was like a month ago or whatever, I was watching somebody's video, and it was basically saying how they were working out or using running or something like that, and ended up finding out through their therapist or something that was a form of like purging. Like, it's no different than people who are anorexic and are throwing up. If you're gonna eat terribly and then go work out for hours, like, that is a form of purging. And so anyways, I didn't do that. I don't have the time or the energy to do it, because I work 2 jobs. So the time that I have in the gym, that's all the time that I have in the gym. And so just eating poorly is really how I gain the 30 pounds. Like, I can't say, VSG surgery didn't work for me. Like people say, you'll see it time and time again. It is a tool. You have to work it. And I ended up finding a way, realistically, I can eat an entire chicken breast. But if I eat an entire chicken breast, I really don't have much room for like vegetables. Like, I still have the restriction. Like, people say, oh, you stretch out your stomach. No, like, you can. Don't get me wrong. Don't quote me for that. You can stretch out your stomach. There are people who have gotten VSG done twice. And so you can absolutely stretch out your stomach. Do I feel like I'm at that point? No, I'm not. Because, like I said, if I ate a chicken breast, that would pretty much be all I could eat. And I might be able to fit like a little bit of some sort of vegetable, a couple bites, and that would be it. Like, I would be completely stuffed. Actually, prime example, I just went out to eat with my family, and I got boneless wings. I just had them plain with no sauce, but they were fried. Go figure. but I ordered 5 and I ate 3. I couldn't even get all 5 down. But when I am eating like meats and stuff like that, they are heavier on my stomach. I get fuller a lot quicker. But you know what? I can eat a whole big bag of chips. I can eat a whole lot of crackers, because those are what are called slider foods. Like, they're also high in carbs, and I'm trying to watch this idiot drive. They're high in carbs, and they're higher in calories. And so that was really like what I was eating a lot of. Like, I was eating a lot of crackers, a lot of chips, a lot of Reese cups. Like, I don't know, like, all of a sudden, ever since I had VSG surgery, especially within this last year, my cravings for hot and spicy foods have drastically increased, and my cravings for like peanut butter and chocolate, like as a combination, have increased. Like, in the beginning, I was very, very good. Like, I could bite a cookie and throw it away. I would eat things for taste, just to kill that voice and the cravings, and I could literally just have some, say I had it, I experienced, enjoy the little bit that I had in that bite or two that I had, and that was it. Like, I had a lot of discipline and a lot of control. I am not there right now. And right now, like I said, I am trying to do keto again, because basically with what I chose to try to do the keto because of what I was eating was essentially like carbs, and they weren't even like healthy carbs, like complex carbs that are in some of the vegetables and stuff. It wasn't that. It was just straight up chips. And so I chose to do keto because it's low to no carb. If you can get to no carb, that's kind of very hard, but 20 grams of carbs is what I'm doing, 20 or less. And it's a difficult task, but it definitely makes me have to cut out the crackers. I still am not into bread, rice, or pasta. I never really picked that up after I had VSG surgery. I would eat some bread sometimes, but I wouldn't do, like, my burgers are always bunless. They pretty much always have been, unless I get self-conscious and I'm with people, and I'll try to eat it with the bread on it because I don't want them looking at me like I'm crazy. But last night when I went out with my cousins, and they stopped at McDonald's, and I was like, give me a double cheeseburger, and I just took it right off the bread, and that was that. But I don't eat bread. I don't buy bread. Like, I have gone out in the past to like Olive Garden or something and tried to eat like a breadstick or something like that, here and there. But, and as far as pasta, I would probably have, when it comes to pasta, I used to be really big before I had a weight loss surgery on like chicken Alfredo. That was my thing. Now I don't even order it. I will have a different version of it, but I would never just order spaghetti or lasagna or something like that at one of those places. Like, absolutely not. It would be a waste, number one, and it's just not worth it. So, but the most you would see me eat pasta outside of me trying to be keto now would be at home, like Thanksgiving, Easter, those like holidays and stuff, and people make macaroni and cheese. I always eat it. Like, I can't eat very much, but you will see that on my plate. Now, would you? Probably not, because I'm doing keto. So but yeah, throughout the past, like since I had weight loss surgery, the one pasta you would definitely probably see me eat would be homemade mac and cheese, because who would turn that down? Like, why would you? But not something I would buy or make at home. No. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Like, my 30-pound regain by me being reckless and just eating things that are not very good for me. Me attempting to do keto. Let me get over out your way, officer, because that's the last thing I want. But yeah, so me attempting to do keto, and my workouts, I'm working out. I left Orange Theory Fitness because number one, my elbow injury is just, there's a lot of burpees, there's a lot of rowing, there's a lot, and so there really is no way around, like with my elbow injury, even trying to be there. And another reason why I stopped going there was because of the money. It was expensive. So I am trying to learn my way around the gym and do my own sort of journey in the gym. And so it'll be nice too to see like the gains that I get, the muscle tone and definition, and just to know that I did it all myself. So I don't really know how to use a lot of machines. I'm gonna figure it out. Why are we going so slow? Oh, I hate people who don't know how to drive. That's not nice. I really strongly dislike people who don't know how to drive. But yeah, so I'm trying to, I went on YouTube, I watched how to create a custom routine. Honestly, I can't even stay, my exit is right here and I can't even stay behind them. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't do it. It was painful. Grandma, we all gonna be sitting at the same light, but I just could not sit at the light behind her. Anyways, so I think that's pretty much it about it. Like, I'm trying to do keto. I finally got into ketosis. Oh, I was struggling with that. Let me get this out the way. So I was struggling getting into ketosis because with my stomach being smaller, I can't eat the macro amounts like in a standard fashion. Like, for example, I seen one girl eat like 2 chicken thighs that were cooked in like avocado oil and seasoned really well with some broccoli that was made in like butter, and what else would she have on her plate? A couple of different things to get her macros in, and that worked for her. I can barely eat like 1 thigh, let alone 2. I definitely don't have very much space for no broccoli and no butter. So I just was trying to figure out, like, I kept having just a trace, like I used the test strips and I would just be like a trace. And I'm like, how do I get further into ketosis, because I can't eat that amount of macros, other than if I took a keto supplement, which some people and I'm doing lazy keto. I'm not no real true by the book keto. I'm doing lazy keto, and I know some of those people don't believe in the ketones or whatever, or the keto products. I was thinking that I was going to have to consume them to give my body that state of being further into ketosis, because I can't eat the amount of macros that are required to get further. So what I did find out was that I started making fat bombs with MCT oil, and that has helped me get further into ketosis. Actually, I'm gonna swing by Dollar Tree right now. Sorry, random thought. But that helped me get further into ketosis. So I am feeling like my body like leaning out. I haven't actually lost like any weight yet, but I did start my cycle, so that kind of threw some things off. So yeah, that's how that goes. My face got smaller. My body, like, I'm losing inches. I'm not really losing weight just yet. So yeah, the fat bombs really helped me get further into ketosis. I keep touching my neck, y'all, because all weekend I've been at my cousin's baseball games, and we've been sitting out in the sun, and I got sunburn on this side, but most of the rest of it is like heat rash, and so my neck is like, it's on fire, and I got heat rash and sunburn. So that's why I keep doing this, because my skin is like not happy. Side note, anyways. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep updating y'all on this keto journey, on this weight loss. I'll let y'all know what I'm doing, trying to lose this 30 pounds of regain. I cannot believe it, but when you don't do what you're supposed to do, how do you expect results? Like, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Like, I ate like crap, and so now I have to take control and I gotta lose this weight like that I regained, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna take you guys along the journey with me. So I will keep you posted. I'll let you know what's working, what isn't working, how I'm hanging in there, how it's going. And this is going to be interesting. Another thing that I'm also going to start tracking, like I said earlier in the video, my anxiety has been really, really high since I had that experience with that driver coming at me head on, driving down the highway the wrong way. And my anxiety has already been high lately for whatever reason. I cannot really understand. I don't know the true science of it, but my anxiety has been bad. I'm gonna do some videos like in regards to the anxiety, what I'm using to battle it, because just in case I get to this point again in life with my anxiety getting out of control, I would like to come back and be able to look at those videos as well. So I'm gonna start tracking my anxiety, and I'm also going to start tracking my weight loss, so that way I can keep myself accountable. I'm also going to go back and tell you guys some things about my VSG experience, about my keto experience. Like, I'm just going to get it all out there because I have some friends who are considering doing VSG surgery. I have some friends who are thinking about doing keto, and so I just would like to just get this content out there so they can just go watch my videos. So yes, I will talk to you guys in another video, and I'm about to upload this one right now because I have too many videos that I have not uploaded about the same thing over and over again. And before I start rambling, I'm gonna cut myself off, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I'm gonna have an update for y'all. And it won't be long, but I'm gonna let y'all know how far into ketosis I am, and just see some things. So I will talk to you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.